Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In a recent podcast video, I talked about twin flame repulsion. In this video, I wanted to explore the opposite topic, twin flame attraction. Specifically, what is it about you that is so attractive to your twin flame? Now, I can already hear many of you who may be feeling discouraged along your twin flame path, asking the question from time to time, is my twin flame even attracted to me at all? Now, if you are asking this question or feeling this way, the first thing you need to know is you aren't alone in this. This twin flame path is highly intense and at times very confusing. So, in moments of feeling unwanted or rejected by our twin flame in the physical world, we may find ourselves wondering whether they are even attracted to us at all. So I want to answer this question in depth through this podcast video, but most importantly, I want to reassure you of something your soul already knows. I say this often on this channel, but really my goal through all of my readings and videos is only to assist you in reconnecting with your own intuition. Because you have always and only the answers for yourself, for your life, and your spiritual path within yourself. It's just those layers of noise, opinions of other people, society's ideas about how things should look in love and relationships. These types of things are like noise that drown out that still, small, quiet inner voice within us. And that is what I'm hoping to return you back to through this video. So today I'm going to be sharing 3 different things your twin flame loves about you or is attracted to about you. Now, of course, this list is far from exhaustive. These are just the 3 main things that come to mind when I think about twin flames feeling attraction to one another. But before we get into these 3 things, please consider subscribing to this channel if you enjoy twin flame content, if you consider yourself to be on a twin flame path. We are building this really beautiful, high vibrational community here of fellow like-minded conscious creative beings, many of whom are twin flames. So the first thing your twin flame is attracted to about you is your authenticity. Let's define authenticity as an alignment between how you are thinking, speaking, and acting consciously in the physical world and what you truly are on a soul level, on a core level, your essence. The more these 2 aspects of self, what we call sometimes the 3D physical self and the 5D spiritual soul self, the increasing alignment of these 2 self-expressions, self-aspects, causes the increased feelings of conscious attraction in the physical world between 2 twin flames. The reason for this is because your twin flame shares that core soul essence, what we sometimes refer to as a core soul frequency. This is the fingerprint of your soul, and there are only 2 alike soul fingerprints in the universe, you and your twin flames, if you are a twin flame. Because our universe is predominantly governed by the law of attraction, this law states that like attracts like. So when 2 souls share the same core soul energetic frequency, they are pulled together with incredible, intense, palpable magnetism. This is actually how you and your twin flame were drawn together across all time, space, and distance to encounter one another in this physical lifetime to begin with. This was this powerful law of attraction at play, working on the fact that you and your twin share the same and identical core soul essence. The more we are authentic, meaning the more we have the courage to express that core soul essence through our physical life, conversation, interactions, the more we then in the physical experience attraction on both sides within our twin flame connection. And when I say attraction, I don't just mean those feelings of physical, emotional, romantic, or mental attraction that we feel to others within romantic connection. Although that is part of the equation here, but that is really just the most surface layer aspect at play here. What I'm really talking about with attraction is a kind of energetic pull. Attraction defined by a kind of pulling, a movement toward one another, which for twin flames means that as this attraction increases, you are pulled to one another more frequently into each other's realm of conscious, physical, 3D reality. This means increased interaction in the physical, conversation, more open communication in the physical world, and of course, movement forward in what we call relationship. The twin flame connection is energetic and always exists. It is unchangeable, unbreakable, but this increase of attractive pull between twin flames allows them to develop more of a full-fledged relationship, meaning that physical, manifested part of their connection that you see above the surface, that you see in the physical 3D world. The second thing your twin flame is most attracted to about you is your continuous growth and soul expansion. Now, this can be a bit complicated because this isn't necessarily what society looks at and sees as growth. For example, society might look at you being on a weight loss journey, losing weight, for example, as a kind of growth or development of yourself. However, if you are going about this weight loss journey or this journey of health in a really restrictive, painful way for you, meaning you are feeling a lot of self-deprecation, self-loathing throughout the process, it's very painful and causes you a lot of emotional pain, then this isn't actually soul growth, soul expansion that your twin flame feels attracted to. Because this journey itself that society looks at as growth is actually putting you into a forcing, a pushing, a chasing kind of energy that actually has the opposite effect within your twin flame connection. It actually causes a kind of repulsion. Now, this is just one very, very specific example. You could say the same for anything. For example, with business or finances, career, you could push yourself really hard to succeed at a career, and you could make a lot of money doing this. But if this career isn't aligned with your soul's purpose here, if you feel a lot of pain throughout the process and even in the outcome, even in that state of what society sees as success, if it's not aligned with who you truly are beneath the surface with your soul essence, this doesn't cause attraction between twin flames. It actually causes greater repulsion. This is the dynamic that is so confusing to so many of us because we are accustomed to looking at attraction within relationships as being very surface level and adhering to many of society's standards. So in most forms of love connection, when one person participates in some kind of personal self-development, regardless of whether it is in alignment with their soul, this causes them to be more attractive conventionally to others around them. However, when it comes to twin flames, our twin flame isn't attracted to growth for the sake of growth, to self-development for the sake of self-development. They are attracted to soul-driven development, to soul expansion, meaning, yes, that movement forward in the physical world, but that comes from a space of, again, going back to number one, authenticity. That comes from a space of alignment with our core soul essence, with who we truly are. The third thing your twin flame loves most about you, or is most attracted to about you, is, and we've already touched on this earlier, but your alignment with your soul purpose. Now, the thing about a soul purpose is that we attach so many kinds of labels and ideas to this, and very often they are highly conventionally spiritual, so we sometimes mistakenly believe our soul purpose has to be something that people look at and think of as an inherently spiritual endeavor, something like doing tarot readings, like doing Reiki healing, something that we just traditionally consider more quote-unquote spiritual. But the thing about your soul purpose is it is very unique to you, to your gifts, to your talents, to your inclinations, and it may not necessarily be something that others look at as spiritual, but for you, it is highly spiritual because it's the perfect blending of all of the gifts, soul talents, abilities you have evolved through many different lifetimes to reach this culmination point. So for you, this could be an acting career. This could be teaching in a school. This could be being a nurse or a doctor. This could be being a homemaker. This could be so many different things. It could be career related, or something that is just a passion, a hobby, an interest, or just some way of living or being. Again, this alignment with your soul purpose is you living out the highest expression of your most authentic self in a way that feels aligned and good for you. And that feeling of goodness is really just coming from you consciously registering that feeling of soul alignment. So this is the point that we very often reach through very painful circumstances that we call spiritual awakening, ego death. Because as we begin to peel back these layers of self, this programming of self that was never truly us, but was something projected onto us from our families, our parents, our peers, or society, usually our lives begin to get very chaotic before they come into this kind of alignment, before we are able to fully express this kind of authenticity. But this video is getting a bit long, and that is probably a video for another day. The natural question that follows after describing all of these ways that we are attractive to our twin flame is, how do I begin to radiate more of that authenticity, begin to express more of that core soul essence that is so attractive to my twin flame? Because I know that very often on this channel, we discuss high-level sort of esoteric concepts and ideas, but I really like to bring it back down to the physical, to the day-to-day, to the practical, to those daily habit rituals that are so powerful for assisting us in actually applying, integrating these kinds of concepts and ideas. So in order to get back to this true soul essence and begin to radiate that more on a day-to-day basis, it's both very complex and very simple at the same time. Complex because it usually is something that happens gradually. It's very much about energy, about vibration. However, it's simple because from us, it only requires one thing, and that is tuning back in to that core soul essence, to our inner voice, to our inner world more of the time. And all this requires of us is to cut out the noise, to cut out all of the external chaos for a block of time on a daily basis, and to continue doing this day after day until we become so familiar with our own core soul essence, with our own inner world, that we find ourselves able to fall into alignment with that more of the time, more of the day, even as we go about our own day-to-day life, even as we continue to re-experience more of that chaos. We find that things gradually will fall into more of an alignment. And again, the more aligned we become, the more authentically we begin to express ourselves through this reconnection with our inner world, the more that conscious, attractive pull increases between us and our twin flame, which again, in turn, increases our interactions, opens our communication, and allows for greater movement forward when it comes to the twin flame relationship in the physical. The best way to reconnect with our inner world is through meditation. The thing I most highly recommend on this channel over and over is to establish some kind of a daily meditation practice, because this is the single most powerful way to really reconnect with yourself, with your core soul self, and achieve greater alignment with that soul essence. Now, personally, I used meditation for years, but didn't see a lot of results in my own life because I still was holding on to so much of that chaos, so much of that external noise that was disconnecting me from my own true authentic self, from my inner world. So I would close my eyes, try to meditate, and I just wouldn't be able to access that core part of myself until I started using subliminal audios while meditating. Subliminals are particularly powerful for reconnecting you with your core self because they are designed to reprogram and clear out any negative thoughts, beliefs, ideas, or distracting programs from the subconscious mind that, just like in my case personally, were disconnecting me or maybe disconnecting you from your core soul essence, from your inner world. So I created a 7 chakra clearing subliminal last fall. I started meditating with it every day, and very quickly I started seeing huge results in every area of my life, in my physical appearance, within my relationships, in my overall mood and energy, and really most significantly for me, I found myself able to take quantum leaps toward my soul mission, my goals, specifically in regards to this YouTube channel and my space here. And all of this was only available to me, this kind of progress towards my goals, because using this subliminal, I was able to clear out all of this negative subconscious programming that had been holding me back. So I now have made this subliminal, as well as over 100 others I've created, available to you on my website, soundandsoulful.com. So as you can see on this screen, I've created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. So I have subliminals for physical appearance changes, for mood shifts, for material manifestations, for love and relationships, and of course for twin flames specifically. Now, when it comes to increasing that attractive pull between us and our twin flame, the subliminal I would most recommend to you is actually my twin flame 7 chakra clearing. I do have a general chakra clearing I mentioned earlier, but this one is designed specifically for twin flame connection, to clear out any blocks preventing you from radiating that core soul frequency and really helping you to reconnect with your own inner world in a way that increases your conscious 3D feelings of attractive pull that both you and your twin flame experience to one another, that again allows you to experience more 3D interaction, more open communication, and more movement forward within your relationship. So the link to this twin flame 7 chakra clearing is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. You can try it out completely free by creating a free trial account on my website. Thank you so much for joining me here in this podcast. I hope it was beneficial to you. I hope you gleaned something useful from it today. And if you did, please be sure to leave me a comment and let me know what resonated with you personally. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, magical rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next podcast.